Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Davey Squires.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Squires Station. I am your host, Davey Squires, and this episode is presented by Area 67 Studios here in Akron, Ohio. We're here in the new studios, the new and improved studios, the two-floor studios.
Oh my God.
Multiple studios.
No.
There's a kitchenette.
I can't believe it.
There's multiple mini fridges too.
I can't.
There's a big whiteboard
Oh my.
and neon lights. Whoa! Yeah!
All right.
Hey!
Yeah.
And as always, Mike provided the water. What we got today?
Dasani. Stay fresh. Dasani. Purified water.
500 milliliters.
16.9 fluid ounces.
Oh yeah, that tastes so good. There's so much
This
flavor.
is not a paid promotion. Although I would not mind sponsorship.
Are you sponsored by Dasani? Good sir.
Thank you.
And today's my special guest is Corry Michaels here.
Hey everybody.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I spent today I went to church. Hallelujah. And then I made a peach cobbler.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
And I made my own dough.
Yeah. Straight up homemade. Wow.
Yeah, bro. Yup.
Did you taste it yet?
No.
Oh, how do you think it's gonna turn out?
Oh, I got some ice cream. Some
Oh,
French vanilla.
dude.
Vanilla bean. You know what I mean? I want to see the little sprinkles in it. Ice cream, you know. You get a nice bowl of that. There's a turkey in there somewhere. I know we were just kind of being weird. I don't know why. I don't know why a turkey was
ice
made.
cream?
No, I mean for dinner.
Oh.
Obviously, the peach cobbler's for dessert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I heard there's a turkey in there somewhere. Some potatoes, some roasted potatoes,
I thought
some
you.
veggies.
I thought you meant the turkey was in the ice cream.
Oh, silly rabbit tricks are for kids. But I got
Trix
you.
ice cream. That's
You got. Oh, that would be delicious. I'd imagine. You're right, because you definitely just crush up some tricks. I mean, into like vanilla ice cream. Maybe if you do like a strawberry or a sherbet, that could be bomb too. Yeah. I know. I'm a fat kid.
Ooh, that's a good idea though.
I'm a fat kid.
That is a gourmet recipe waiting to be made.
That's like a late night. I want to watch a movie. I got something that's just gonna give me the munchies.
Oh
Yeah, and you sit down with that and binge on something.
That's
It's over.
That's like smoke a pound of weed and then eat something.
Yeah. I said I said something that's gonna give me the munchies, but you know, you did the definitely the X-rated version.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. We're on the same page here. We are on the same page here.
It's always the X-rated version.
Okay. Cool. Now we know. Hey, I didn't know. You gotta come respectable.
So I gotta ask, what have you been working on throughout this whole COVID thing?
Throughout this whole COVID thing, I put out an album, which is crazy to think about. But I did it. I actually put out an album, which is kind of amazing. I'm really happy I did. I've just been playing shows, doing my thing. Honestly, I kind of found my stride. I mean, I've never been like adverse to social media. You know, I love social media, so the virtual world wasn't too scary to kind of like delve deeper into. So it was just kind of finding my footing, and then once Close kind of started doing something crazy, I was like, well, maybe I have something here. And then that kind of helped me. Like, I basically spent like March and April. I just got my shit together. That's what I did. The world kind of shut down. Like, I was like on leave from my job. Obviously wasn't doing any shows. Like, there was just nothing going on. I would wake up with no agenda. You know how like weird that is?
Every day's Saturday. It's like...
Yeah, you literally wake up with no agenda because nobody knows what's going on right now.
Yeah.
So I just started dreaming, and I had this whiteboard, and I just like wrote out a plan. I wrote out the singles that I wanted to release. I wrote out just like some goals. When I wanted my album to come out, some like, yeah. And I just started checking stuff off. And I just never stopped because like, you know, this as a musician, this is your life. So like when you don't have anything else, and I don't really want to get like a 9-to-5 job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in college. But I don't want to get a 9-to-5 job. I want to do this. And so instead of putting my efforts behind anybody else, I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to figure it out until I can't figure it out anymore. And then at the end of the day, no matter what I do, I don't regret anything because I tried my hardest and I lived my life.
Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, was the pandemic a good thing for you then if you got organized during it?
I think so. But you know what? Like, I was working like Fair Fight. I feel like I'm just like telling my whole story without any kind of context. Like, I released a single called Fair Fight in March of 2019, March 8th, 7th, around there of 2019. And that was like the start of my album cycle. Then I was like doing shows all year long and prep, like trying to get people ready. Like, hey, you know, spreading the word. I'm trying to release the album, get people excited, get people on board, right? Shot Fair Fight music video in December of that year. I've been rocking one single for like 9 months. Crazy. I won't say you're not supposed to do that, but that's not very typical. But I don't care. If I believe in a song, I believe in a song, and it did fine. It's still like one of my biggest stream songs, so it's fine. I shot the video in December.
Where was the video shot at?
I actually shot it in my church. Is that crazy?
No.
I really did. I shot it in my church. It was convenient. It's super convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really convenient. And then, you know, editing process took a little bit of time. Was still planning to release it in March. Obviously, we know what happened in March of 2020. The world shut down, the entire world. And I was like, well, I was already planning to release this. And what else am I going to do with it? You know, people are literally sitting at home doing nothing.
Literally. Yeah.
So, like, it's not a bad idea to release some content. So I just do it, and it gets like, it goes, it does what it does. I mean, it did good. It did really good. And then on the back of that, in April, like a month later, I released Close, and then Close started doing cool things. And then I was like, okay, maybe I can release my album. It kind of gave me the courage to. That and kind of like sitting down at the whiteboard, getting my shit together.
Oh, yeah.
Writing out a plan,
kind
whatever.
Testing the waters.
Yeah, you know, singles, like just seeing how people are going to react to the music, if they ever still cared at all. You know what I mean? And then I wrote Close all summer long. Then I had an incident where all my equipment got stolen.
Oh, my gosh.
Do you remember that? It's so vague.
Yeah,
I know so much has happened.
I kind of do remember that happening. Where was that at?
At Stella's. So I was at like, I ended up working at a bar for like 12 seconds. Literally, I was not even there for that long. And then on the day of the riots in Cleveland, I was working that day. I also did a 48-hour virtual fest. So my set was in the middle of my shift. Don't ask me why. I wasn't good at.
That sounds crazy.
It sounds like I'm just not a good planner.
But you were organizing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, at least I made room for both. Like I went on my break and I was doing my show, left all my equipment on the stage because it's also like a music venue, so it wasn't like out of the ordinary for artists to work there and for them to have like understanding that, hey, I got a show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not like, what are you doing? Left my equipment there. Thought I was gonna come back and get it. How was I to know that people are gonna break in and start just destroying stuff and stealing? Like, sorry that I didn't pick up on that. You know, it never crossed my mind.
That's crazy. Was that during the night? Was that
yeah? So it was on a Saturday night, right? And so I thought, I thought on Sunday morning, like after church, I will be able to just like run up there and grab it.
Oh yeah.
And then, then you see on the news at midnight, like people are destroying,
shit.
like people are literally
Fuck.
destroying downtown. Like it looks, cop cars are on fire and
Yeah.
buildings are being like destroyed and all this other stuff. And you're like,
It's like Assassin's
"Oh,
Creed down there.
let's just hope they don't visit this sector of downtown that I work at.
Well.
I'll repeat, it didn't go in my favor. So that happened, but I kept going. I released the album in July. Partnered with some organizations like Neural and Rock the Dream and Bright Winner. And we just did it. And then I finished in the year with kind of playing Pride.
Yeah.
Which is really, really cool. That was one of the goals on my list to do. It was play Pride. Yeah.
That's awesome. And to do during 2020, no less.
I know. It still kind of fits, though. It made sense. I'm very proud. Yeah. And now we're just here. We're here. I released a Christmas song in December. Mm-hmm. So there was that. End of November, beginning of December kind of thing.
Yeah, that was
Black Friday.
That I like that one. That was cool. I listened to that when it was played over.
Oh my gosh!
Why is it not coming to me? That radio station. That
Got
college,
you. Okay, WJCU.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, those are guys. Shout out to Jason and Eric. They're amazing.
Oh yeah.
They're amazing. I really appreciate them.
That's always cool. I mean, they're always into local music.
Yeah. I wrote that song at a songwriting camp in October in upstate New York. We were it was the second day or whatever. It was one of the writing prompts. They were just write a Christmas song. So I had an hour to write a Christmas song. And I wanted to write a Christmas song, but then I was like, let's see. Which is crazy. You know what? I might. Let's see.
Was that the Christmas song you wrote during the camp?
Yeah. 10/27/20 is the day I wrote it.
It's like Halloween time.
Yeah. This is the demo. This is the first one.
Have you ever seen the side of the snow? See it falling and glow.
I like the harmonies.
This is just it's crazy.
Did you know?
Yeah, literally, I spent an hour wrote that song on 10/27/20. It was my second song of the day, and we were writing 3 songs a day. I love that. It was such an amazing experience. Mm-hmm. But then when I came home, I had 9 or 10 songs.
Yeah.
And I'm well, I want to put out a Christmas song. Why not? You know, what's going to hurt? And Mariah Carey has had a #1 Christmas song for the last 20 freaking years.
It's still up there.
Okay. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm 100% inspired. Okay, I can run this Christmas song every year.
Oh, yeah.
It's so cute. It's a family song. I wrote it because I was thinking about my family and just being with all of them and what Christmas means to me. Yeah, so it was really cute. But yeah, now I'm here with you.
I can relate. I feel like I'm gonna write a Christmas song every year from now on.
Do it. No, I'm gonna push that one. I'm gonna push that one again. Forget it. Why write a new one? All I Want for Christmas comes out every year. It comes out every year. We hear it every year.
Oh yeah.
Christmas to me is yearly. Okay, I'm putting gasoline on it every time Black Friday hits. Yeah,
it's lit.
Exactly. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think I saw Paul McCartney's "Wonderful Christmas Time." That's on the holiday top 10 every goddamn year. Yeah, Wham.
Yeah,
that's a drunk Christmas song. Have some eggnog and last Christmas.
Yes. I honestly love Christmas. I do. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
I like Christmas lights.
Christmas lights. You know what I really would love? My friend Sarah Bailey. Crazy enough, one of my first shows ever. And oh my God, I tend to have shows in March. Fun fact about the last 3 years of my life.
It's a fun fact.
Yeah, I've had shows in March the last 3 years. She opened for me in March, and then this past Christmas, she like decorated her house. She was all over the news, and Hilton wrote about her, and like Taylor Swift, like DM'd her.
Yeah.
It was so cute. It was so cute. I was like, "You better go, girl.
Oh
You
my
better."
God.
And she loves Taylor Swift. Like I remember meeting her when we were talking. She was like, "Yeah, like my favorite producer is Max Martin, and my favorite artist is Taylor Swift." And that happened for her. I was like, "Good on you."
I did see that on the news. That's
It's so cute. I love it.
funny.
And I only said that because he said Christmas lights.
Christmas.
And so everything anyone ever says to me, I reference it to a story or experience in my life because I talk too much.
I had some Christmas ale last night.
I don't drink.
Well, like they were doing like a half off because it was like extra.
I got you. So you got a deal.
So I got a good deal.
They don't have like Christmas marijuana, you know.
They could actually maybe Christmas marijuana.
Christmas.
Ooh.
Wait. Here's a pun for you. Christmas tree. Do you get it?
Oh!
I know.
Christmas tree.
Christmas tree.
Get those leaves.
Come on.
I'm smoking those leaves off the Christmas tree.
I thought that was classic right there. I'm gonna use that. Okay.
I let you
that's
write
that's
that
a
one.
December 1st through 25th joke. Okay.
You better write that down.
Oh, I'm gonna remember it.
I'll leave you.
I'm
on
gonna
that.
remember it.
I'll text you like December 1st. Hey Corey, did you remember this?
You want a
you
little
said back in
Christmas
February?
tree?
So I was gonna ask, did you produce another video this past year?
What do you mean?
There was I forget.
I did Fair Fight and Close.
Was it Close? That was the other video.
Yeah, Close to the other video. I did that with Elevated Dance Crew.
Mm-hmm.
They're super dope. Check them out on YouTube. They have a video that's like 3.5 million views. It's crazy. They're very talented. Very, very talented.
Yeah. I saw the video and there was a lot of like there was a lot of there's just like a routine to it, I feel like.
Yeah, choreo.
Yeah,
Corey.
yes.
Oh. I can
the
only
word.
say that, okay? Don't come up to me and use that. I won't laugh. I won't laugh at all. I'll look at you like dead, like resting bitch face and be like, ha, funny.
Ha, very funny.
Yeah, I will literally.
Ha,
Ha, funny. Monotone, dry.
funny.
Take all the effects off the voice. Ha,
Ha,
funny.
funny.
Basically. What was I saying before that? Before I digress.
Choreo.
Choreo. Okay, yeah. That video was crazy. I shot that and Pride within like a week of each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Crazy. I was shooting the music video first, and then the people at the LGBTQ Center asked me to play. I'm like, yeah. Duh.
Yes.
Of course. Like, silly rabbit.
No brainer.
Yeah, basically. And then once we started doing the choreo, I was like, well, would you guys want to do this? And they were like, sure. And then I'm like, let's go. And then it so happens that like we recorded them like a week after, and then they came out the same week. One came out on Monday, and then the other one came out on Friday.
Mm.
So it was like they got to see the music video and then see me perform it live with them.
Okay.
I know. I felt like a real pop
Okay.
star. I did. It was like performing on Jimmy Fallon, it felt like.
Yeah.
But not Jimmy Fallon.
It was very well done though. I love it.
Thanks. I like to, I like rollouts. I love a good rollout. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I love watching as a kid. It's which singles you choose, the music videos, the
Yeah.
television performances, the articles that's leading up to the record, which your promo singles and all of that. It's the whole
Shebang.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get tired of it after like doing it 8 times or whatever,
Yeah.
how many albums you put out.
It's fun the first.
I mean, I've done
It's always fun.
I love it. I love it until I probably won't love it anymore. Until I do enough of these things where it's like, because I imagine if you start doing them all over the country, there's 50 states. How many cities are there? so many.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But how many major cities are there? Probably at least 50. Every
Yeah,
city has a
at least.
capital.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of thing. So it's like, imagine doing 50 every year. That, answering the same questions, I can see it, having that effect.
Yeah.
But right now, I love it. Sorry.
And that's all good. Like, I mean, it's really awesome that you love it right now, because that means you're doing what you love.
For sure. 100%. 100,000, 100%.
So what are you gonna? Are you working on any projects right now? Anything?
Yes. I have a show on March 3rd.
Okay.
Remember when I was like, I can't not have a show in March? Coincidental still. Never didn't think about the 2 past shows that I've done in March when I took this March show, but I have a show on March 3rd. It's so cool. I'm really, 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 really excited about it.
Where's it at?
It's at Case.
Okay.
It's with the Maltz Performing Arts Center. But I decided to do something extra because I do extra things.
Yes.
So I basically got 3 college organizations. I got organizations from 3 different colleges to sit on a panel together for the means of communication and connection. So it was like a concert and like a panel discussion.
Oh.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
That's a cool spin to it.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's also like I've been doing these virtual shows and haven't been performing to people. So I'm like, this is a chance for me to like establish like one, it means a connection for self and for organizations to connect together. Cause like the one way that we make it out of this pandemic on a real note, I know I had to get serious. All the joking I was doing and the high bitch talking. But the one way we're really going to make it out of this thing is by doing it together. So that means that people are collaborating, brands and businesses are partnering with each other. Because, what is better than 2 hands? 4. You know what I mean? What's better than 1 brain? 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And imagine, a mom and pop shop can't do what a machine can do.
Mm-hmm.
The simple fact is because there are machines. They're meant to mass produce. So kind of like establishing good practices for my community because they are local-ish colleges. You know what I mean? You could drive to them. I call that local. I mean, they're all in the state of Ohio.
Yeah.
They're local enough. So it's kind of like connecting dots. You know what I mean? Like, there's resources over here, there's resources over here, there's resources over here. And together, we,
And it gets them noticed too.
Yeah, I mean, so in Cleveland, you might cover this ground.
Yeah.
But just by you kind of building a bridge over there, somehow your individual circle spans out just a little bit more. And if theirs is doing it, and theirs is doing it, and this one's doing it, it's like, oh, wow. Now there's a whole little, like, situation happening.
Yeah. Well, also promoting it kind of encourages other people to get in touch with those organizations.
For sure. Exactly. Which is why I call them a resource.
Yes.
Well, call them a resource because that's what the goal is. You know what I mean? That's what they're there for. Most of the time, that's how organizations operate. It has like a means of like selling, trading goods, providing a service. You know what I mean? They're there to do something, and sometimes we just don't even know how to get in touch with them, that there's a resource available to us to use.
Oh, yeah.
So this is that. And I want to do, if this goes well, I would love to do more of them. More stuff like this, maybe different colleges, different topics, different questions, but like have it be like a regular thing. I think it could be really cool.
Yeah. And it's more interesting for you. I mean, the process of it is always a different thing,
Yeah. It's almost like changing your set list every show.
Yeah.
Although,
which I do.
I was gonna say, I have done that. Like as my MD, we even change arrangements to songs quite often. So I'm definitely not averse to being light on my feet.
Oh yeah. So more about you personally. How did you get into music?
I'm a star. I was born into it. That's my answer. No, I started playing piano when I was 8. I started doing theater, capoeira, dance, voice lessons. Well, like singing in choir or whatever. I don't even know what Miss Brown used to teach. She used to teach voice. I never got like a solo lesson though. So I don't consider myself classically trained or anything like that. But was doing it as a little kid. Then in middle school, I did theater like through my school, and then I was writing songs. I stopped taking piano lessons, but I would write. I would like go to ultimateguitar.com and like print out so many chord sheets of all my favorite pop songs, because like once I discovered pop music, and I didn't discover it till like I was like 8 or 9, I was like, oh my God, like love this. I love this. Whatever this is, this crackhead music, I love it. Not crackhead music. Okay, crack is whack. Who said it? Whitney Houston. I know, crackhead music, but you know how it just makes you feel so good. It's kind of like addictive. I was like, I want to play these songs, so I just started learning chords and teaching myself like different things like that and versions and all that. And I just was like, I want to write my own songs that had a lot to say, and then I just never stopped. And by the time I was like 16, I would say, and this is like not like a go Corey, but I would pretty say I had like maybe like 10 albums worth of songs written.
Yeah.
And I used to like, I say that because I used to like write out covers and like write a track list on the back, like, like pretty much like design it as if like CDs, you know what I mean? Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And I, like imagine features. I'd be like, oh, I'm going to have
the bonus. Like,
I would literally, there was a song I remember, I forgot the title of it, but I was literally going to have Pink and Eminem on a song together and me. And I was like, this is going to be this rage
it's
or
the crossover. That
yeah, I had
didn't know they wanted.
the goals, the dreams, the whole thing, the whole 9 of it all. But I just never stopped. You know what I mean? And then I at some point, elementary school, I moved to Columbia, Tennessee, 30 minutes outside of Nashville. So then, and that's where I went to middle school and things like that. Then when I moved back here for high school's freshman year, I think that following year, I kind of just like started getting hip to like home studios. And then that changed the game for me. And then I started just like actually like making sounds, like audible music, you know what I mean? Instead of just like stuff on the piano, like writing, because I would just like pretty much write out chord sheets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lyrics, G, F, you know what I mean? E minor. You know what I mean? I would just write out that, whatever. That probably is actually a good chord progression. You're welcome.
What was that? G, A, E minor?
I said G, F, E minor.
G, F, E minor. That's just going down.
Yeah, this is just going down the scale. It might be a decent chord progression.
You're changing modes.
Right. You can flex it a little bit. But yeah, I just never stopped writing. And then I just kind of got better at being a good singer, being a good songwriter, and being a good performer.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just kept going.
That's awesome that you're kind of, fine tuning what your craft is becoming by writing all those lyrics and chord sheets and
which
stuff.
is funny. I tell people all the time, I really wanted to be a songwriter. I never wanted to be the singer. But I couldn't find people to sing my songs. So then what does that do? You either stop or you just sing the songs. Because they also want to know what you're hearing it sound like.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like you got to have like even like a moderately decent voice that can't kind of pull it off, or find someone else to do it. But then it's like, it's too much.
Yeah.
So I just started singing, and then I was like, dang, I actually like being an artist. Crap. I think I'm going to do that.
And you're in full control of it too. Like,
yeah, but I would totally still songwrite for other people. It's done before. Ryan Tedder, Sia, Max Martin. He was actually a rock star for like a little bit. Who else? Jessie J. You know what I mean? She wrote Party in the USA for Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. Exploded. Justin Timberlake, songwriter.
Well, if you think about it, a lot of that early rock and a lot of jazz standards, a lot of people play them, and they're written by other people who don't play them out, and that's how they make a lot of money off that stuff. I mean,
yeah, that's definitely a source of income too. Yeah, definitely look into it. Definitely looking into it. Love it. If you ever need a pop writer or a pop producer, hit me up. I love to work.
So I got one more question for you, Corey.
Wow. And then you're going to send me on my way. I don't got to go home, but I got to get out of here.
I mean, you can stay here.
I'm just joshing you.
You're yanking my chain.
I did that the other day, and I actually like pulled the string out, and I spent like 20 minutes.
Oh my God! How
You know
did
what
you
I
get
mean?
back in? I've never been able to do
A
that.
safety pin or a paper clip. Paper clip, you unfold it, and then I just basically started stabbing this part, right? And little by little, I would just like stab it and push it down, stab it and push it down. So there's actually like little holes in here. So it's not cute. It's not cute anymore.
Well, it's
Don't
at
get
least-
too close.
It's symmetrical. Kinda.
And then they're gonna like, definitely not gonna go check out his music. I promise I can actually sing.
It's symmetrical at least, kind of.
Now, yeah, I got it back together for
Yeah.
sure. But
like
I just
your-
happened to like pull it, and then
Okay,
this side
bet.
went up.
I like.
Love this hoodie. Love this hoodie. It expresses so much for me. Shout out to No Basis. Work with them all the time. Currently an employee there. Thanks for that. Just started last week.
2 words that mean so much.
Okay, bet. You know what I mean?
Like,
And it's so versatile. You can say it for a lot of things. You say when you actually mean like you're gonna do something.
yeah,
You can say it in sarcasm. You can say it in anger.
yeah.
My God. You
It's
can
like
say it
the-
in confidence.
It's like the all word.
It's the modern yes.
Yeah. Yes.
No, it's okay.
Yes.
Bet is the modern okay.
With extra steps.
Yeah, or the modern K. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you remember when you
Yeah.
first got text messages and you were like,
Okay.
"Oh, only got 1,000 this month," and so you start sending like, well, back then we actually used to send paragraphs. We used to load them up.
I like the fold out keyboard.
What was your first phone? Oh, we have one more question. Such a sidetracker. Don't hate me.
What phone was it? It was I think it was a Razor.
Everybody had the Razor. I got my first phone when the Razor came out, but I did not get a Razor. I was not fortunate enough. Which is funny because, like, whatever. I feel like she could have tried harder on the first phone. I feel like my second phone was great. My second phone was amazing. But I'm like, Mom, like, thinking about it, sounds like a spoiled little brat.
I didn't
You could have done better on my first phone. You didn't have to get me a flip phone. I hated it, though. Stupid freaking flip phone.
I had a flip phone until senior year of high school.
And I didn't have the cool, and I didn't have the cool flip phone. You know what I mean? It's like when everybody comes to school with Razors, and you're like, I got a Motorola. Oh, Razors were Motorola. It's like you got an off-brand Verizon phone, and you're like, what the crap?
An LG Rumor or something.
Yeah.
I like those ones that swivel up. Have
The
you seen
Juke.
those?
The
Yeah.
Juke. I do
Oh
remember
my
the Juke.
God.
Do you remember the chocolate?
Yeah. Bring
Yes.
those back. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Fuck
back
the
when
iPhone.
back when like basically that's who they were trying to compete with when the iPhone came out, like, we're an MP3 player and a phone. And they were like, I got your ass. Here's the Juke. It's a little MP3 player and a phone.
It swivels.
Right. Here's the chocolate. It's a medium MP3 player and a phone.
Did that one swivel? Or did it just
It just slid. It
out?
just slid.
Yeah.
Which is funny because like no one has iPods anymore.
I had an LG Rumor that slid out.
I had an LG Cosmos.
Okay.
What about the Envy? Do you remember the Envy?
Yeah.
Fold up. That was iconic. That was an iconic phone. The maroon one, honestly. The maroon, it came in a maroon and black. Wow. That was a slick phone, man. Then BlackBerry came out and everybody was like, oh my God.
I was like, oh my God, what is this?
It was the swivel ball in the center for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What a saying that was.
What a swiveling ball in the middle.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It was
Yeah.
like crazy. I was like, oh my God. I don't know if it's a button or
Is this technology we should
or is
have?
this a toy? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't get it. It was great. And it was like, and it was made for business professionals. Gosh, when I got my hand-me-down BlackBerry, I felt like the baddest bitch ever. What? I was in freaking middle school. I'm like, you mother suckers better not mess with me. I got a BlackBerry. You hear me?
You're all business now.
No games. No
All
games. Okay? I did my homework last night, bro.
Didn't their phones explode or something?
Something like that. You know, which is funny. Like, Apple has really stood the test of time, haven't they?
Yeah.
There's been a lot of ups and downs and comers and goers.
Yeah. Their phones kind of explode too sometimes, I think. Right?
They have had their instances, and so has Samsung.
Yeah. All phones explode. I feel
But
like.
but it's like who's really still in the game? It's who gets to live. That was a yawn.
Did you get all that, everybody?
Yeah. Oh my. And it was delightful.
Well, you gotta protect yourself against the 5G rays, you know.
Yes. The 5G rays are here and they're real.
They cause COVID.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right, let's get to this.
It's the last
question.
show.
This
Not
is the
the
last.
last show. Last question.
This is the last show.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm here for it.
All right. So what tips would you give to any musicians wanting to kind of follow in your footsteps, or that are just starting to play?
Okay. What tips can I give? Be prepared as much as you can. Promote as much as you can. Try to have 7 streams of income. It's great. As a musician, as an artist, if you're out here and you're doing it, sometimes the gigs don't pay all the bills. So have like 7 different things. If it's your merch, if it's your songwriting or your engineering, or, you know, have like 7 different ways that you're bringing in income. Follow your gut, follow your heart, because people will have you trying to do stuff that you don't feel like you should be doing, and then you'll start to feel bad that you didn't do it, but in reality, like, you should have just followed your gut. So do that. Follow your freaking gut. Stay cute. Stay classy, okay? Don't let me get you down. Don't let you get you down. And if you're going through hell, keep going.
Yeah, that's good. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the wise words of Corry Michaels.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Quote unquote.
Quote, unquote.
Unquote. Quote.
It's the for me. Yeah, yeah. Quote. Uh-huh.
Quote. 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 So where can they where can they find you on the interwebs?
On the interwebs, you can type in the Google search bar CorryMichaels, Corry Michaels. And you can also find me on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All under Corry Michaels. CorryMichaels. Thank you. I hope you guys like my voice.
That's your NPR voice.
Whatever that
I
was.
feel like that's very
NPR
soothing.
voice. I
Yeah.
would love to do a tiny desk.
Oh yeah.
Love it. I would love it. This is me putting out that as a dream, a goal. If we can make it happen, somebody in the interwebs, I'll fight for it or something. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna hit anybody, just because, like,
Fisticuffs.
yeah, you know, I mean, just not public. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's just bad for my image.
Private boxing match.
I'm literally like, I'm talking about like being a bridge and being a connection and inspiring world peace. And I'm like, I'll fight for it. I'll beat your butt. You know what I mean? Yeah, not the image I'm really trying to play. That's really making me a hypocrite. But I would love to do a tiny desk. Is
Tiny
the bottom
desks
line.
are so cool.
Yeah,
I
I'd love to do it.
So yeah, you can follow me on the Instagrams. I'm at
Yay!
Davey_Squires.
Squires.
I post my cat videos there. Meow, 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 meow. You can find me on Facebook too. Facebook, Davey Squires Music.
Yes, sir.
And then all the past episodes are at dsquires.com.
And the new episode?
And all the new episodes are there too.
Okay.
And
Do you do you distribute to like Spotify, Apple?
Yes.
Cool beans.
I'm on Spotify's, Apple Podcasts.
What?
And all your links will be down in the description
Below.
below wherever
Belam.
you may be listening to this.